Hello, welcome back. So we're gonna continue with the Starfish part 2. We have done questions 1, 2, 3 in here, and then the next 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna continue here from question 4. So question 4 is, what is the probability an older person choosing to participate in the wellness program? Is it different than the probability a younger person choosing to participate in the wellness program? So these are conditional probabilities. An older person, meaning given the person is older, what's the probability they choose to participate? So that's probability of choosing to participate given older. And we're going to compare that to probability of choosing to participate given younger. So let's go to our data, the Excel file. And this is our pivot table. Here we have the choose to participate or did not, and how many. And we need to add to it the dimension in the comments about older or younger. So click here. You can see that the pivot field setting comes here. By the way, if for whatever reason you accidentally close this and then you want to bring it back to add things, you can go here in pivot table analyze and click on field list. It will bring it back. So I'm gonna take age 2 that tells me older or younger, and then put it in comments. And then I can maybe get rid of this now. So these are my numbers. So what we want probability of choose to participate given older. And we know this is equal to the probability of choose to participate and older divided by probability of older. So choose to participate and older, that's 1719 here, which is age 21, divided by probability of older. So older, that's the total here, 3298. So that's age 22. So that's the probability of choose to participate given older, that's 52%. Now let's do probability of choose to participate given younger. Copy that, paste here, and then replace older with younger. And then similarly, this is equal to probability of choose to participate and younger, which is 1441, which is I21, over probability of younger, which is 1901. Well, you notice these are numbers, not probabilities, but the probabilities are those numbers divided by grand total each time. But if you divide both the top, the numerator and denominator by the same grand total, you can just not divide at all with the grand total. You got the same answer. So divide by I22. Format. So that's 76%. All right. That's the answer to question 4. Now let's look at question 5. Are age status older versus younger and participation in the wellness program independent? So age status older versus younger, is that independent of participating? So let's see. When we see that the probability of choose to participate given older is not the same as choose to participate given younger. If they were independent, then these two will be the same and will be equal to just probability of choose to participate. So no, they're not independent. They are dependent. So you can say since these two probabilities are not the same, then they're not independent. They are independent, in fact. Or you can say probability of choose to participate given older is not equal to just probability to choose probability of choose to participate, which is here 0.92. So 0.92 is not equal to this 0.52, so they're not independent. Or similarly, you can say choose to participate given younger, probability of that is not the same as just probability choose to participate. They're not independent, so they are actually dependent. So that was question 5. All right, let's stop. Let's continue. So question here, what are the mean and median health spending across all people in experiment data sheets? So let's go to experiment data sheets and we're gonna duplicate that. Click here, right click, move or copy, create a copy, move to the end, okay. And I'm gonna call it experiment data sheet part 2. So the question 1 is mean and median health spending across all people. Okay, so mean and median health spending. So let's do here mean health spending. So formula is equals average, and then select the health spending, C2, Control Shift down, close parenthesis. That's the mean. Format, click here, no decimals. So here's the formula. I'm gonna copy it here as a text, and that's the mean. Now let's do the median. Control C, Control V. We want median, not mean. And for that, it's equals median. The formula is median. Open parenthesis. Click here. Control Shift down or Command Shift down. Close parenthesis. Enter. Format. That's the formula, median. So the mean health spending is $5,111, and the median is $1,490. So that's question 1. Question 2. Compare the average ages of people who were assigned to participate in the wellness program with those who were assigned not to participate. So we're comparing the age. We could do a pivot table for that. So we can do it here. Let's do insert, pivot table. And I want it in existing worksheet and location here. Enter. Okay. Actually, put my mouse where the data is first in the table, so you can select the table. Pivot table, existing worksheet, location. I want it here or here. Enter. Okay. So let's see the question again. We want the average ages of those who were assigned to participate versus not. So we want the age, move it here to values, and replace sum with value field setting, replace that with average. And then we want between required to participate or not. So move required to participate into rows. And now I'm going to just format this, select all of this, go to home, and then format it, maybe 1 decimal. So the age is kind of similar, 45.3 for those who were not assigned to participate versus 45.0, those who were assigned to participate. So they're similar age. We can say about the same age. All right, next question. How big is the difference in health spending between those who were assigned to participate in the wellness and those who were not assigned, not to participate? So difference in health spending, let's see. We can add that here. So health spending, I'm going to move that into the values and change it to total to average. And we can see here they have a difference. Let's see how much is the difference in health spending between those who were assigned to participate versus assigned not to participate. And let's put it here. The difference is H7 minus H8. So 802, 803 dollars difference, which seems smaller than the difference we had for the pilots program. The difference was between those who chose to participate versus not is here, 1,287 versus just 803, smaller difference. So let's see. Why might the results for the experimental program differ from the pilots? Well, in the experimental program, whether to participate or not, they were assigned randomly. They were randomly assigned to whether to participate or not. So that's why the results will be different. Okay? And because when they were assigned, they ended up being the same age, about the same age, versus in the pilot program, we can see that the average age for those who chose to participate is less than those who did not choose to participate. Okay, what do you conclude from the experiment? So we conclude that in the experiment, the difference in age, the difference in the average of total health spending is not as big. It's still a difference. There is still a difference. Those who were assigned to participate had a little less in spending than those who were assigned not to participate, but only $800 difference compared to in the pilot program, the $1,287 difference. So that's what we can conclude. Thank you.